Recently, we created this chat app. However, I got a request to show how I actually made the CSS. So today we're going to be remaking the CSS, making it better, and using Tailwind CSS for it. So we can remove all the CSS from index.css. We'll leave app.css for now, although we will delete it later on. So we can go back and check that the app is actually working by logging in. Once that is done, we can go to this website, tailwindcs.com/docs/guides/vite, and we'll paste in all the necessary commands to install Tailwind. So, like usual. So now we can run the application again and finish setting Tailwind CSS up by copying all of the config. So first of all this, and then we can also copy these 3 lines into index.css to allow us to use Tailwind in our apps. So once that is done, we are free to style our page as we like. This is how it looks now, and now I believe it is time to remove app.css from existence. So we can begin styling it by saying class name bg-gray, bg-800, flex, and justify-center to our main wrapper div. We can also say min-h-screen so that we never have a half full page if there's not enough messages. Also, down in the messages part where we'll be doing the majority of our work, we can say flex, and for our messages, justify-end and text-white and bg-blue-500, and for all the other users, we'll have justify-start and some other styles later on. So also we can say flex-gap-5 to map out all of the messages so there's a gap between them so they're not smushed together. And over here we can say bg-white. So let's see how this currently looks. Not too good. You can continue working on it by saying flex-row and justify-between. And we can also give some styles to our image. So we can give it a set height and width, so 10 should be enough. We'll make it fully rounded, and now this is how it looks. Definitely we can improve it. So for this, what we can do is copy this entire class name. But first we will need to add another wrapper div to our messages mapping. So yeah, we can copy this class name and paste it into our new wrapper div, and we'll essentially divide the styles. From the top one, remove all styles that are to do with visuals, so background, text, all of it. In here, we can remove everything to do with positions, so justify-start and justify-end, and some other ones as well. Only leave flex and flex-row over here. Over here, we can also remove all of this, and now this actually looks passable. We'll need to add a little bit more styling. First of all, add some padding, make all these messages rounded, and say items-10 so the text and the image are on the same line. Next, what we can do is setting padding y-10 for the entire page so that no messages are on the very bottom of the screen. We can also style all of the other buttons, so we can say margin bottom-8 for the logout button, so there's a slight margin between the messages and the logout. Also, we can say bg-white and rounded-10 pixels, and we also need to add some padding so it looks decent. We can essentially add the same styles for the send message button, so we can simply copy this class name, remove margin bottom-8 as we do not need that, and also say hover-bg-blue-400. Yeah, and remove this margin. So now this is how it would look like. So just some simple styling. And otherwise, we are more or less done. So we can check that the messages are in fact being sent, like this. And as you can see, the new message has in fact been added. Now the final part we need to do is add a slight gap between the message and the image to make it look better. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.